Have Rusty in the camera shot at all.
That's okay.
All right, we're going to do a little adjusting here, you guys. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We're a little later this morning. Just had some more things to get done here on the farm before we could get started. Nope, we want that down like this. Let's get Rusty in the shot. Here we go.
Let's see.
See if my head's cut off.
Armida Perez is in the hose.
Never. It's never.
Whatever. Treasure Hunter Neil, Trish King, Jovita, Kim Campbell, Julie Heistan are all in the hose.
Hi guys, welcome. You guys, we're back in the kitchen. This is so exciting. We haven't done a cooking live in so long. I'm just super excited about it, stoked. We're always at the market or
always
going. Last weekend we were on a float trip. That was so much fun. We had a blast. I think this is the first time I've had that much fun on a float trip as far as the water goes, because I'm really scared of water. But last year, Desi got a pool. We got a pool for Desi. Actually, the tribe bought her a pool.
Yes.
And that was really cool because while we were trying to get this house livable, we got moved in and or we were working on it. She had something to do to go and get in the pool. But we benefited from that too because, listen, we had a blast. Okay, if you are new to our channel, first of all, welcome to our channel.
Welcome, welcome.
Secondly, if you're new to the cooking portion of this channel when we go live, it's never an hour. It's always over an hour. I do a lot of talking. I try to walk us through it. I stopped stressing about trying to stay at that hour because cooking, it's not going to happen. So we just continue on with our live. If you guys have other things you have to get to, we totally understand. It's okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Neil says, am I in the house? Yes, Neil. We were one of the first names I said.
Neil's in the house.
Jovita says, Rachel is in the kitchen.
Yay,
putting the eats on the table.
We're so excited.
Trish says, what you making today, Rachel?
So we have a 4th of July / birthday party to go to tonight. This is something that Michelle and Homer put on every year. We were not able to go last year either. Man, last year we didn't get to do a lot.
We didn't do nothing last year.
I know, we were busy. But we are going tonight, and so I'm going to make a 7-layer dip to take to the party. So I thought it'd be fun. I did see something where they had it very patriotic, and I thought about doing it. I might still do it. The problem is I couldn't find blue chips anywhere. Walmart, the only blue chips were Takis, and Desi kept saying Takis. I'm like, not everybody likes Takis, so
Takis are nasty.
I didn't want to ruin it. I mean, some people like them, some people don't, but I was like, no, I don't want to ruin it for everybody. It's a 7-layer dip, but it has Takis. So, and you'll see why I'm saying it. So I think I'm going to use black olives in the place. I know they're black and not blue, but we're going to pretend.
Yes.
I bought my Seca to make my own blue chips, but it wasn't blue corn. It wasn't blue cornmeal. So I was like, I'll have to put food coloring in it, and then I'm just afraid it'll kind of ruin it. So I didn't.
Johnston Hills is in the hose.
Michelle, we're cooking for the party.
Good morning. Let's see. Let's see here. Get caught up here real quick. Elaine Buchka's in the hose. Ruben McGilver's in the hose. Says, now you are making me hungry.
Me too. So
Heather Hopper's in the hose.
You guys, this is really exciting being able to cook during the growing season, because I do have stuff from my garden that we're going to be putting in this. So that's exciting. Some stuff I did have to buy. I did have to supplement. We're not getting quite that much yet.
Shiloh Acres is in the hose. Michelle says, yay for 7-layer dip.
Yay!
Shiloh Acres says, oh, 7-layer dip is one of my favorites.
Yes. So this is my take on 7-layer dip. I'm sure it's not the way everybody makes it, but it's always fun to have variations. Just like anything else I cook, you guys, I'm going to say it. Make it your own.
Yep. Julie Heistan says, thank you for your tips. I never knew you could adjust your beaters on your mixer.
Oh, the mixer. I saw that on the KitchenAid. I saw that on TikTok one time, and I was like, no way, let's go check this out. And yeah, sure enough, it's a little screw that's right directly in front of the bowl, and you just turn it one way, it pushes them down. Turn it the other way, and it pushes them up. And it's a long like flat screw head, so you can use, like I used my
Your flat screwdriver.
my flat screwdriver, my butter knife. Yeah.
Megan says, "Wow, I had to create a channel on my work email just to get in.
Oh,
Trying to hear through the kids yelling."
That is dedication. Woo! That's dedication.
Kim Campbell says, "Rachel, where do you get real lard?"
Well, you can buy manteca, just like the store brand manteca, not store brand, but you know what I'm saying, like the Morel. This is lard. You can also get a hold of your butcher shops. A lot of the times they will have lard that they've rendered, or you can buy the fat. A lot of times you can buy the fat at the butcher shops and render your own lard, and then you have your own. But yeah, just the Morel or the what's the other brand name that I use? I can't remember. It's a green and white.
Armor.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah. And
Amor.
Amor.
Yeah, and it says manteca, so
it's manteca,
that is
spinach for lard.
It's spinach. It's spinach for lard.
Oh no, Jovita has pink eye.
Oh, Jovita, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's awful.
Everybody's telling her they hate to hear that. Monica is in the house.
Hi, Monica.
Hello, everyone. Mama Murphy says hello and howdy on this fine Saturday.
I better get to cooking, or we're not going to cook.
Trish Keene says, I hope you feel better soon. Jovita, pink eye can be miserable.
Yes, it
Monica
can.
says, what are we fixing to eat?
We're fixing to eat some. Well, we're going to make.
Make it, but we don't get to eat it right away.
Till tonight.
Have to wait all day.
Oh,
just
poor baby. I'm sure I can put some in a bowl for everybody to try. So,
for me to try? That's what I heard.
2 tablespoons of butter in a skillet. I'm going to get that cooking down while I get my onions and my garlic chopped up. You guys, this onion, check this out. Is this not insane? This comes from Michelle's garden. Her onions did amazing this year. So she gave me this and she brought it over to me. And I'm like, ooh, I'm going to put that in the dip. But I'm going to use it for the cooking part of it. For cooking the...
for the cooking portion of this episode.
Yes. So
the onions are brought to you by
that.
Tustin Hills.
That is awesome. That's the size of the baseball that hit Desi in the leg.
Yeah.
All right. I hope that's not making my...
Delilah Rodriguez is in the house. Says, hi guys, so pink eye is going around. I had it pretty bad too. Oh no. Trish says, poor Rusty. I guess that means we won't have to wrestle for it.
Oh, no wrestling.
Not today, because she won't let me eat it till tonight.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. So
Monica says, Rusty, when it's time to eat it, the wait will be worth it.
That's right.
Oh, I know that.
All right. Got my little... Look at this. Oh, they're beautiful, Michelle. I'm sure you've already chopped into them, but
James Hall is in the house.
They're so pretty.
I was beginning to wonder if James was going to come hang out with us.
Hi, James. What are you eating today, James? You always have the good stuff. All right. So we're going to chop up these half of an onion. I think I did 3.5 cloves of garlic. I say half because one of those little cloves was tiny. But
James says, good morning, Rachel and Rusty.
hi, James. All right. I want every last bit of that onion, let me tell you.
James says, just had fried eggs and toast this morning.
That sounds good.
There is nothing wrong with some good old-fashioned fried eggs and toast.
All right. So I've got this butter. I'm probably going to have to move. I forgot that I have to move you guys around. Okay, ready? If you get motion sickness, close your eyes now because I'm moving you guys.
Megan, all you missed is we're just talking. Rachel showed the onions are brought to you today from Johnston Hills.
Yes.
She chopped up a half an onion. How much garlic?
About 3.5.
About 3.5 cloves of garlic chopped up, and she's melting butter in the skillet.
2 tablespoons of butter.
2 tablespoons of butter.
Just so then that way you can get your onions and garlic to go in.
Delilah, she's making 7-layer dip this morning. Michelle says, I haven't used any of my onions yet. Just got them cleaned up and off the table on the porch.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. They are so pretty. And the insides are beautiful. They smell so good. That's so exciting. I got small onions. I did get some decent sized onions, but they were flat on the bottom. So
Jovita said she had a sausage and cheese taco this morning.
a sausage and egg taco.
A sausage, egg, and cheese taco. Yes.
All right.
Monica says, I wish I had the courage to make homemade tamales, but I'm scared of the masa that it will not turn out.
Oh, the masa is the easiest part. So it's literally just the maseca. I usually put a little bit of salt in it, or also use the broth from whatever you're making. If you're making chicken or if you're making
Beef or pork.
That's why it's important to either roast it in a roaster where you can harvest the drippings, or boil it. So then that way, I like to boil it just because it gives me way more broth to use and all the different things. And then you can dump it in. You can also make a red sauce, put it in, but that just makes it really.
They can't hear you.
Oh. That's true.
Tim says, not a good place for Mike. Rachel can't hear you.
Okay, so how's that? Yeah, so the masa's easy. Literally, you can do salt and water. Just do the broth from your meat, whatever meat you're cooking. Do the broth from that, and mix it up. And then I usually do like a manteca and what's it called? Baking powder. I whip that together, and then I add that in afterwards. But you can add it in before. Frank wants to be uncovered.
And Neil says, I'm making beans in the Instant Pot today. Nice.
Yum.
Jovita says, Monica, I wish I had the courage to make chorizo. I tried it, but I screwed it up big time. It was so dry, and that's because I watched Rachel's video like 5 times before I even tried it.
Oh.
That's because you made it wet, but not wet enough.
Yeah. A little bit more vinegar, and try a fattier cut of ground pork. So instead of try like an 80-20. Don't do like the 70-30. You want the fattier hamburger.
No, that's backwards. You want the 70 or 30, not the 70-30, not the 80-20. The fattier is.
Yes, the fattier. Yes, you want a 70. Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. All right. I'm turning you guys
Tim
back around.
says Mike is much better.
Good.
Dot Roper's in the house. Neil says we can hear you.
Yay!
Elaine says hello, Frank.
Yeah, Frank is like, uncover me. Okay, so you got to watch that garlic because it will burn quickly. But
Monica, we
got
do
there in
have
time.
a video out of making tamales. I think the tamale video's on our other channel, correct?
No, I've got a fast version of it on this
fast
one.
version on this one, on this channel. It's way back there. Yeah,
All right.
Jovita did 70-30. It's just not quite enough vinegar in it.
Okay, so this is exciting. Has our name on it. It is Mark to resell. We go to Rainey's Custom Butchering to get, we got these processed there, and it is a USDA certified facility, so we can now sell pork by the cut. And this is one of our breakfast sausages, so I'm excited about that. And then also I need the trash can moved over. Also hamburger, so this is just regular hamburger. Now the Tex-Mex trifecta, you guys, right, is garlic, cumin, and chili powder. Well, we already have garlic in it. So I'm going to do cumin. Man, I got a lot of wind blowing this way. Here we go. And then some chili powder. Gonna need more than that. We're gonna pour that in. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing over here.
Elaine says, awesome, name a farm. Neil says, Nick Franklin's put his 2 cents in.
I know, he's like, hey, let me talk here.
Yeah. Kim says, I wish I was closer to you. James says, when I cook with chorizo, I put potatoes in with my chorizo. That way the potatoes can soak up the flavor of the chorizo.
Yes, and then they're nice and red, and oh, it's so good.
Megan says, yummy, I can't wait to get mine. I'm glad my bacon bit is almost ready.
Yes.
Yes.
So we still sell the full and half pork, or full and half hog, but we can now sell by the cut also. So hopefully we'll be getting into the farmers markets and not so much the animal swaps here pretty soon. All right, so putting the sausage in with the hamburger on a 7-layer dip, that is a tip from my brother. He makes the best 7-layer dip, you guys. And that's kind of his little secret ingredient, I think, is the breakfast sausage in with the hamburger, and it comes out so good.
Jovita, thank you for putting up the tamale video.
Thank you, Jovita.
Karen says, hey, just got here. What are we cooking? She's making 7-layer dip this morning.
7
Monica
layers.
says, we ship to another state.
I wish. We're not set up to that point yet. I'm not even sure what all that would entail. And, you know, just trying to get things through the mail right now has been a little bit, you know, scary. So,
Yes. Oh, name of fame is what Elaine said on the sausage.
oh, yes, name of fame.
James
Woo-hoo.
says, you're telling me, Rachel, I have AC on as well as 3 fans.
Oh, man, that's us. We slept through a whole storm the other night because we have AC, 2 fans, sleep machine, you know,
Yeah.
noise app.
James
Saw that on Facebook yesterday about the
Yes,
Awesome.
so
Mr.
excited.
and Mrs. Walter Job Jr.'s in the house.
Welcome, you guys.
Sorry, didn't see the notification, but I was doing dishes. That's okay.
That's all right. I'm going
That's
to turn
okay.
you guys.
Rainy Ridge is in the house. Says good morning.
I'm going to turn that down so it cooks slower.
Dahlia says I made chorizo, bacon, and potatoes with eggs this morning for my grandkids.
Nice.
That is awesome.
All right. So let's go ahead and get the guac made. You guys have seen me make guac before, but we'll make it again.
Monica says that's fine. I want meat from trustable people, and I trust you guys with all my heart.
Oh, you are awesome. Awesome, awesome.
Al Macano is in the house. Nana from Arizona is in here too.
I guess I'm
Awesome.
going to take those off. We went to buy avocados the other day, and you guys, it was like, could not find a ripe avocado to save my life, and I don't even know that they would be ripe by now.
3L Homestead is in the house. Says hey, hey.
All right, let me get a bowl.
Jovita says guac on everything.
Guac
Amen.
on everything.
Have to have avocado on everything you can.
Everything.
Avocado and jalapenos.
All right, so this is exciting. Jalapenos and serranos from our plants outside. So I'm going to do 2 because I'm not real sure, you guys. They may be a little...
Michelle says, I'm out. I'll see you this evening.
All
Bye,
right.
Michelle. We'll see you in a little bit.
Bye, bye, bye. All right.
Megan says, are you going to plant avocados at some point?
I wish. No, they won't grow. I mean, we can, but we've done it before. But we have such harsh winters. We need to have a spot indoors that we can put it up in the winter. And they get super tall. Maybe once we get a high tunnel, we may do that. Mom has started several trees before, and she can get them to grow. But once the winters hit, once they get too big to be in the house, and you know that kind of stuff. So it would be nice to have avocados.
James says, I need a way to get some of that pork without the 5-hour drive, unless I can do a sleepover.
Yeah. Sleepover.
Monica says, is there an Amish market around you? If there is, their fresh produce is exceptional.
Close. Where is that one? In Maisie?
Yes.
And it's probably what?
It's about an hour from here.
Hour from here. And we've been in there a couple of times, but
we haven't been in there. I haven't noticed, of course, we weren't looking at that point for produce. There is I've noticed another market across the highway from where we go to that may have produce in it. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. says, last night on making it home, someone said that the avocados were $4.99 a piece.
goodness.
I don't know if that was the huge Haas avocados or the small ones. I don't know what they're. When last year at Pinecone Fest, we stopped at Walmart just before we crossed into Texas, and Hugo at Walmart, and they had avocados, you guys. I'm telling you, that big, and we paid what, 99 cents for it?
No, it was like almost $4.
Was it that much? But
yeah,
still,
for the big ones.
It was more than what these 5 have in them.
Yeah,
for one.
It was a lot.
James says, either way, that's expensive. Yes, Itsy Bitsy Dreamstead is in the house. You guys, we have 50 people in the kitchen this morning. This is awesome to get back at it.
Yes, get back at the cooking in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to
Dahlia
check on
says,
this
yes,
over
here in the lower Grand Valley is very hot. Here, heat index already 102. Have you tried eating chili del árbol?
Mm-hmm.
Now these are hot.
Yes, so
Yes.
chile de árbol is going to have a lot spicier. It's going to be a lot spicier than, like, say, your green chilies or your New Mexico chilies. Guajillos are a little bit sweeter. The anchos are even sweeter than that. I do want to, if I can get a good crop, I want to smoke my own jalapenos to make my own chipotle and adobo sauce this year and can it. But I'm hoping, you guys, that would be nice. And then also get my own dried chilies. I've got some paprika drying on the porch right now, so I'm excited. The paprika plants have really taken off. I'm going to turn you guys around, so slow and steady.
Elaine says, at that price, they'd have to stay in the store.
Right.
Trish says, my son and I are the only ones who like guacamole, so we rarely get it.
Oh, man.
Ovita's asking Dahlia where she's at in the Rio Grande Valley. James says it's 98 here in North Texas.
I'm going to use this chopper again just because I want the hamburger to not have big, huge
Dahlia
lumps,
says, I live in San Benito.
because it's going to be in a dip, right? So we want it to be kind of...
Cindy Ellis is in the house. Says in Louisville, Kentucky, Kroger has the medium avocados for 99 cents and the larger ones for $2.50.
Wow. I don't remember what these were. I know avocados have been... This was in a bag. So I think it was like $3.58 for a bag of the smaller salad avocados. But they were actually halfway decently ripe. The bigger ones, I think they were $1 maybe. I think they were 99 cents. And that was at Walmart, so, which is cheap because normally they're $1.50, $1.60. At one point, I know during the pandemic, they were ridiculous.
Yes, 3-0 Homestead. She is making 7-layer dip
Turning
for a
you guys
party
back around?
tonight.
Yep.
Shari Haney is in the house this morning. All looks good. Do you like red onion and guacamole better than white?
Yes. I do like red onion in the guac. Most of the time I just use, I use mainly yellow onions for everything. I don't hardly ever use white. But if I can get the red onions, if I remember to go get the red onions, I will get red onions. Because they're sweeter. So the way it goes with onions, white are the spiciest. This is typically, yeah. White is the spiciest. Then then your yellow are a little bit sweeter, and then your red are sweeter than that. So I do like that. And plus it makes it festive. It's really pretty.
Yes. Monica says, I love your cast iron pan.
Thank you so much. So these actually come from Pampered Chef. I've got two. I've got the that one that I'm cooking in is the you can see Pampered Chef, the 12-inch, and then I've got the 10-inch. And actually, they are my favorite. I've got a lot of cast iron, but I think because the 12-inch is big enough that I can do anything in it. I really like it.
You gave me a mini stroke.
Why?
You reached up there and grabbed that hot pan out your hand and just pick it up. And I'm like,
No.
what?
No, I was moving it because it was. I noticed that it was off my burner just a
I'm like,
little
I know
bit.
you got tortilla fingers, baby, but
We're fixing to have to go to the emergency room. All right, so
Shari says, I usually get sweet onions. Yes.
yes, sweet onions.
Obita says, Dahlia, I'm 1 hour and 15 minutes north of San Benito. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. said, okay, what was the pork with spices when I first came in? Sausage? Yes, ma'am. That was sausage, and what she was telling you guys is that is sausage from our farm. We have finally gotten to a point where we can sell our pork at the farmers markets, so we can sell it by the cut now.
Yes. Yes, and it's sausage and hamburger. So recap, 2 tablespoons of butter in the skillet, and then 4 cloves of garlic, half of a yellow onion, sauteed that, and then add your hamburger and breakfast sausage, and then the trifecta, which it has garlic in it. So add cumin, chili powder, salt and pepper. So a taco mix. All right, guys, these are actually from our garden. This one has a bad spot, so I am going to cut that off. But super excited about that.
Jovita says, Rachel,
Yes.
can you make calabaza con pollo with green squash or only yellow squash?
Oh yeah, you can do it with any squash. Oh, this one's going to be bad all the way through.
Oh, no.
So sad.
That's just dumb.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to give it to the chickens, and they will love it.
I blame Desi.
She took off. She was like, "Oh, I'm in the
Shiloh
camera."
Acre says, I have those cast iron from Pampered Chef, and Rob was very impressed with them as well when he used them. Oh,
Oh,
no.
wait.
Both 2 of the 3.
Yes.
We're batting 1,000, babe.
I know. These are the first. Now, our yellow tomatoes were amazing.
Yes,
So,
Leonard Mountain is in the
yeah,
house.
grab one of those yellow, the lemon boys right there to show that.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this one's good. Oh, we got one good one, you guys.
Ba-ba-ba. You guys, these are the 2 smaller ones.
Yeah, we've already eaten the bigger one.
The bigger one was so amazing, and we have a bunch more on the vine, let me tell you.
Yeah, those lemon boys. Oh, and then somebody had said, I had seen that if you plant basil with your tomatoes, it, one, repels pests. Obviously, I needed to plant some with these because
Hello,
look,
Amy.
this one's got it too. But look at that. Oh,
Bobita says, and that was an awesome looking tomato. James says, shame on it.
oh,
Elaine says, oh no.
yeah.
James says, hallelujah.
We got half of one. That other one, once I got cutting into it.
Bobita says, those look amazing. Trish Keene says, beautiful maters. Dahlia says, Rachel, today I'll be making stuffed chicken with spinach and cream cheese with baked potatoes on the side. We're on our way.
Gosh, that sounds amazing. Oh, that sounds so good.
Kim says, my tomatoes are still green. We're just now starting to pick tomatoes.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. That's about done, so I need to drain that.
Amy's in here saying hello to everybody.
Hello.
You guys, if you haven't checked out Leonard Mountain Homestead, go check them out.
Yes.
They have hit their 1,000 subscribers.
Yay.
They're over 1,000. We're just working on their watch hours now. Go check them out.
Yay.
Amy is funny. She has a lot of fun. Has a lot of good information on the pigs.
She's my sister from another meester.
Yes.
She's my sister with hair.
Dahlia says, come on over.
Ooh, yes.
If it wasn't so far, we would. Dahlia, trust me.
Okay, I'm going to drain this off camera because people have heart attacks when I'm draining They're like, oh, that just made me so nervous.
Amy says, I'll be sending you pictures of Mama's garden, Rachel.
Oh, yeah. Mama's garden is amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to pick that up so you don't trip on it.
Yeah, I just dropped that.
He's okay.
It's okay.
He's
Thank
okay.
you.
Sound good for something.
Rusty is amazing.
Okay. James says, I need to make some Bowden stuffed chicken wrapped in taco. Ooh.
Okay. All right.
Jovita says, go check out Amy and Chris, y'all. Thank you for putting their link up,
Yes.
Jovita.
Thank you so much.
Sheila Tubbs is in the house.
Okay, my one little contribution of garden tomato. Boop. But I did pick up some Romas. I do have some San Marzanos out on the vine. Hope they kind of do their thing, but I'm going to go ahead and cut these up.
Sheila says, good morning, Rachel and Rusty. Had to get a new tablet. Now it's not wanting to work right. Oh, no.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry.
Let's Trade Paint is in the
Hi,
house.
Sean.
Hello, you beautiful people.
Hello, hello.
Jovita says, Dolly, if I didn't have pink eye, I would drive down there for a good meal.
That sounds amazing. Yes.
Mhm.
I haven't made stuffed chicken in forever. I like to do the cream cheese with onions and jalapenos and kind of like a popper, basically. And, yeah, that's usually.
Misplaced Country Girl Fishing is in the house. Says, good morning, canning green beans today.
Oh, nice. Our green beans are starting to bloom. We're
Yes.
excited. And our pinto beans. And it's time to, succession planning. We're trying to get stuff ready to get the next go-around going.
Looks like Jovita's going to have to go for a drive today.
Is she?
She said if she didn't have pink eye, she'd go to Dahlia's for lunch. Dahlia says, laugh out loud, come on over. My pink eye is long gone.
Okay, this is going to sound gross, and but I learned this at a last YouTube meetup talking to some of our nurse friends. But if you have any friends that have babies right now that are breastfeeding, breast milk works on pink eye. It will take it right away. So just FYI. I mean, you can get online and buy breast milk too, but
Yeah.
that's always
says,
questionable
I love
to me.
jalapeno poppers.
Yes, me too.
James says, boudin stuffed chicken wrapped in bacon, not taco Rusty. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I
chicken
got
wrapped
you.
in bacon.
I
That's
got you,
good
bro.
because that's going to wrap in all that moisture.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I already grabbed two. I'm going to do two, guys, of the,
Are they jalapenos or not jalapenos?
no, these, I'm hoping they're all jalapenos. Everything got shoved in one basket.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Mm.
So we're going to see. If we need to add more jalapenos, that's the cool thing. We can just add some more. These are actually from the garden too, you guys.
Misplaced Country Girl Fishing says, need some jalapenos. I have harvested almost 4 dozen.
How exciting.
That's awesome. We'll take jalapenos anytime.
That is so exciting. So if you don't have time to process them right now, like right this instant, or like at the beginning of the season, what I like to do, where you're not getting enough to drag out the canner and everything, I like to cut them up, like either chop them really small or cut them in little rings and then throw them in the freezer. And then anytime I need a little bit of jalapeno to throw in a salsa or to throw in a recipe, it's right there already chopped up, and that seems to work out pretty good.
Elaine says, awesome to know, Rachel. Jovita put up Rachel's updated playlist.
Thank you
and then
so
she
much.
says, no. That's okay, Rachel. I will just keep putting the eye drops. How about you're tougher than that, Jovita? Come on.
Well, you don't have to literally take it from the boob. You can just get a little baggie of it and then just wipe it on.
Sorry. You said that. I can just see Jovita. Excuse me, ma'am. Thank you. My pink eye's gone.
Sorry, this just took a turn. Okay.
Country Girl Fishing says, I dehydrate them for hot sauce later.
Ooh, yes, you can
Oh,
do
that
that
sounds
too.
awesome.
You guys, if y'all are used to watching us on Robertson's Belly Acres, at night. This is usually the fodder for the nighttime live. I am so sorry.
Jovita started it.
If you know us, you know us.
Jovita says, I will just do the drops, man. It's okay, really.
Oh,
Vicky Hyde is in the house. Says, hey, I finally made it. Been missing you guys.
oh, I'm
awesome.
so
Glad you're here, Vicky.
Yes.
Dahlia says, I love your garden. I wish I could have one too. Only thing I can grow is peppers.
Peppers. Yay. Nothing
Hey.
wrong with peppers.
It's just a short 11-hour drive.
Short 11
You bring us peppers, we'll send you home with something.
Well, I would say tomatoes, but right now they're all kind of wormy.
James says, I like toothpick-sized jalapenos in my guac. Oh,
Toothpick-sized jalapeno. Yeah, so the little
Slice.
juliennes.
Yeah.
Yeah, also cut it like that and saute it with onions, and that's called a, well, some people call it a grenuda, but yeah, it's good.
Shiloh says, laugh out loud, I just came back into the living room at a questionable time.
I am
Jovita's
so sorry.
fault.
Jovita's fault.
Dahlia sends the thumbs up, hearts.
I'm going
Jovita
to show
says,
you guys what I'm doing here.
I would probably get my pink eye slapped away if I cut it to some random woman.
You have black eye then. Oh, you guys.
Country Girl Fishing says, so this year my hot peppers are jalapenos, habaneros, ghost, and reapers. I'm down for the jalapenos. You can keep the rest of those. I mean, the ghost might be okay in very small portions, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do the hot.
Trish says, I'm hoping that I will be able to have a garden next year. Yes, Trish, I hope so too. James Hoss is rolling on the floor. Oh, wait the hell yeah, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, y'all.
She's like, I got this under control.
Vicky says, going on vacation this coming Monday, about to go St. Louis. Whoop, whoop. Elaine says, real visual, Sheila.
That's Rusty.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't. My knife, I don't know. I couldn't get it to.
Monica says, I agree, Rusty. Trish says, I needed a good laugh this morning.
Gets the blood flowing, let me tell you.
Monica said, about the peppers.
I got a little bad spot right here, so I usually just cut the whole thing off, like the whole tip, just like that.
Amy says, thanks for the laughs. Yummy avocado time.
Yeah.
Neil says, I did a 10.5-hour drive yesterday. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad that you're up and feeling up to making that 10.5-hour drive.
Yes, definitely.
Dang, Neil, that's a lot of driving. James says, I'm crying here.
James is still dying.
Shiloh Acres says, laugh out loud. I'm getting things ready for Emily's 15th birthday today. I walked like, what the hell did I just say?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
15's
to
big.
Miss Emily.
Yes.
Monica says habanero is too hot. Yes,
15's a
understand.
big year.
Neil says good morning. Carolyn Miller is in the house. I love you guys. Kim Campbell says, Vicky, you'll be close to us. We are in St. Charles. Oh, that's awesome. See, St. Louis and St. Charles are what? What do we figure, about 2 hours from here?
I think so. I say I think so like I really know.
Country Girl Fishing says, laugh out loud, Walter, my garden is surprising even me this year.
Awesome. That is so good. You know, I feel like everybody's kind of had a couple of years of really struggling with gardens, and
Yes.
this year has been really good for it.
Misplaced Country Girl says, can you can cauliflower? Can you can?
Yes, you can pickle cauliflower and can it. I think you can actually can it like in a, you know, kind of like when people make sassafras and things like that. I think you can. You'd have to pressure can it, because it doesn't have the acidity for water bath can, unless you're pickling it. Then you're adding the vinegar, the brine in that has the vinegar, so you're adding that acidity. But yes.
Shiloh says, I'm still wiping my eyes. Vicky Hyde says, being a trucker's daughter, I love the open road just to see new places. Yes, and that's the reason why when Rachel and I take to go on family vacation, or if it's just the two of us and we want to go someplace, we drive. I would love to fly. Rachel has never flown, but I love the open road. I drove over the road for about 8 years. I miss driving until I get in the truck. My dad and I several years ago went south to Fort Worth to pick up a truck and come back, and I had to come through Fort Worth in rush hour. Remembered why I quit driving.
In the words of my grandmother, who did not speak English, I chicken.
James says, I know you can make cauliflower steaks and freeze them.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be good.
That'd be good.
Country Girl says, my garden did great the last couple years.
Good.
That's awesome. Sounds like me, you figured it out.
Yes. We didn't have a garden last year, but the year before, the heat it was so bad. Heat and lack of rain.
So we were in a 2-year drought here.
Yeah. Last year, like I said, we didn't have a garden. We were still trying to get a place to live.
James says, and that truck beat you half to death.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Neil says, I'm a truck driver. I got paid for those 10.5 hours.
That's even
good.
better.
I'm glad that you're back to work too, Neil. That we were so worried about you, man.
Yes.
Trish says, not sure I would want to fly anywhere right now.
Right. It's kind of crazy.
Vicky says, I came from a long line of truckers. Jovita says, Rachel, please make a video on jambalaya. I want to try making it.
I think I did, Jovita. I think I did. Didn't I? Jambalaya? Like the quick and easy jambalaya?
I think so, because you did the Zatarans.
No, I didn't do Zatarans. I was saying don't do Zatarans.
Don't do Zatarans because it's
so
you
incredibly
did do a video
easy.
on that,
I think there is one up.
Mama Murphy's in the house. Says, sorry guys, trying to get laundry done, but have been listening. James says, I wish I was back to work. Dahlia says, Rachel, I'm 59 and I had never flown before until I recently had to go see my 88-year-old mom in Austin.
Oh my goodness. I get it.
Jovita said
sometimes that urgency is overtakes the fear. So yes.
Jovita's going to look for that video.
Okay.
Simply Southern is in the house.
Hi, Simply
Says,
Southern.
hi, Rusty, Rachel, and Jovita. Right down the road from Jovita. Have to shout out to her through the tube.
Through the tube. All right.
Shiloh says, it's been a horrible year up here in our area of Michigan for gardening and crops. However, we're still plugging along with what we can harvest. That's all you can do at this point. Elaine says, James, have you had surgery yet?
Yes.
Julie says, my friend and I delivered a new car, started at 4 a.m. and got home 21 hours later. Maybe today I will be recovered. Still in bed. That's a lot, Julie. James says, no, he has not had surgery yet. He's still waiting on approval. Country Girl says, if you have seen my garden update videos, you would be surprised what all is in my garden in such a small space.
Yes. So exciting. We are definitely going to have to go check that out.
Yes. Jovita, can you put Misplaced Country Girl Fishing's link up here for us, please?
All right. So I threw together that guac. I have a video with it before, but I just used garlic, garlic, red onion, those jalapenos. They got a little bit of zip.
Do they?
Jalapenos,
They're not jalapenos?
tomatoes, avocados, lime, salt, and pepper. And it's beautiful. And do you need to taste it, sir?
Yes, please. Neil says, I've actually flown 4 times for truck driving jobs. The last 2 were like being on an amusement park ride because of the wind. James says, lemon or lime juice in the guac?
I use lime juice in the guac, and I use lemon juice in the pico. But either which works.
Dahlia says, dang, that guacamole looks delicious.
All right. You want to taste that hamburger meat?
Oh, absolutely.
It's hamburger and sausage. Good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So every 7-layer dip has, well, not every, but usually you have refried beans in the 7-layer dip. I have to clean my surface.
James says, I use lime for both myself. Jovita
And
says,
it's
where are
as
the
long as
chips?
it says- they're up there, but I don't want Rusty eating it because it goes in the dip.
See how she treats me, Jovita?
Yeah. I'm just so mean. I can
Terrible.
get this to work. Okay. I did not make beans yesterday. So I'm going to make refried beans out of ranch style beans because I like the flavors that are in the ranch style beans. Very Tex-Mex, right? So you've got the cumin and the chili powder and the tomato and here, let me see. I've got another.
I don't know if we do anymore or not.
Did we get rid of it? We may have to caveman it. Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to clean my surface here.
Fighting this. This can is being obstinate.
It's like, no.
Sheila says, I just subbed to Misplaced Country Girl Fishing. Awesome.
Yay, that's
Megan
awesome.
says, cheater.
Cheater. I did not make beans yesterday. I was like, I thought about it a couple of times, but that's as far as it got. It was hot yesterday, you guys. By the time Russ and I came in, we put our feet up. It was like, we're exhausted. The heat just zaps you. And I know putting beans on is no big deal, but
Jovita says, I never thought I'd see the day that you, Rachel, would open a can of beans and smash them. It's okay. I buy refried beans from a can all the time.
I don't like the refried beans in a can because they're thick and you need to, thin them down. So I'm like, you know what? If I am going to do beans, refried beans, do them out of ranch style beans. And I found a recipe to do ranch style beans and can them. So I'm going to do that.
Here,
That's
you want to watch
blinking.
that?
Am I still blue?
Yes.
Okay.
I got to
You got to...
get a little Western with it.
Uh-oh. Let me move my coffee. All right. Ranch style beans. Yum. Yes. Thank you, Sheila. Let's see. Dahlia says, recently I had some with lime juice. I had a huge lime tree full with hundreds of limes, and we had heavy rains and lost the whole tree. Dahlia, I'm so sorry. James says, no, I don't want to open. Julie says, I cook pinto beans in my Instant Pot so fast. Yes, that works great too. Monica says, what brand makes the best refried beans? I love black beans, but hubby don't poo-poo on, laugh out loud. He likes all the other beans. So I like black beans, but black beans don't like me. So, oh, you did find it. Ha-ha. So, all right.
That for you.
Okay, I'm going to, go ahead. Yeah, there it goes, yeah. I should have rinsed it, but.
That's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just found out, recently realized that ranch style beans have tomatoes in them. So if you have a tomato allergy, do not eat ranch style beans. I didn't know that. All right. So what we're going to do here, I've started heating up the skillet again, same skillet that I made the meat in. I'm going to take a little bit of the oil from the meat, the drippings here, instead of using lard. Okay. I'm going to let that heat up.
Shiloh says, I just add a tad of broth or water to my canned refried beans to thin them out.
Yes,
That's a good
and
idea.
you can do, like if you're going to put salsa, you can use, some of the juice from the salsa too, is what I had seen somebody had said. But, if you're doing jarred salsa.
Jovita says, embrace the sizzle.
Embrace the sizzle.
James says, I like the canned refried beans, but they're only certain types. Yes.
Yes.
I used to like canned refried beans until Rachel made me homemade. I don't like the canned ones no more.
One of Rusty's favorite things is refried beans with lots of black pepper. All right, so we got some sizzle here. So basically we're going to cook this way down because it does have a lot of juice, but I don't want to drain the juice off because that's where your flavor's at. So I don't drain it. The HEB brand of refried beans. I've never had it. I've never
Amy
had
says, again, I wish there was smell-o-vision. This looks so good.
it. Me too.
Jovita says, I love the HEB brand of refried beans.
Yes.
James says, yes, Amy. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. says, yes, we are picky on canned refried beans due to food allergies. I don't like runny refried beans.
Right. Okay, so we're going to
Refried
cook
beans
this way
are
down.
supposed to stick to your ribs.
Yeah.
James says, Rosarita.
Rosarita refried beans.
Yeah.
All right, so the only thing I'm going to add to this is black pepper. Don't
We
want to
have
make it
72 people in here, you guys. That is
Yay!
awesome. 44 thumbs up. You guys are awesome. Those thumbs up and all your comments really helps push this channel out in the algorithm.
Yes. Ooh, we got a stem. A bean
What?
stem.
A bean stem? Oh, I see a lawsuit.
I see a lawsuit. So we're going to take our... Okay, so most people grow up saying this is a potato masher. We grew up saying it is a bean masher because my mom made beans. We always had beans at every meal. Why?
Beans, the magical fruit.
But my dad didn't like beans en vola, which means beans out of the pot. He didn't like them whole. He wanted them mashed. So every meal we would go and mash the beans with the potato masher. So I grew up calling this a bean masher. I didn't know that it was actually a potato masher. So yeah, I mean, we had mashed potatoes some, but most of the time Mom just whipped the potatoes. So yeah. All right, so now that they're good and mashed, we're going to let this just cook. It'll come up to a boil, and then I'm going to reduce it and let it simmer. So then that way it will reduce down. So this is going to be going on for a little bit. So let's do some other stuff while that's...
Kathleen says, looks so good. Monica says, because all the processed foods cause the food allergies because of what's in it.
Yes.
James says, Mom used to use, ooh, that's hard.
Used to
Canned
use.
mild green chilies for chili rellenos.
Yes. I want to do that too. If my Anaheims ever, if they start to become prolific, I do want to do that.
But which says it's not a refried bean masher. Don't tell me that.
Right. That's, we called it bean masher, and then I was corrected once that it was a potato masher, and I'm like, really? I always thought it was a bean masher. Okay, so the sour cream layer, I'm going to do this a little different too. Let me move you guys back.
Sean
just
says,
a
hello,
little
Frank. Rhonda Dotson says, hey, Rachel and Rusty, and everything looks yummy.
bit. Good.
Rhonda Dotson's in the house. Sheila says, my husband has beans and potatoes every meal.
Every meal. That's, hey, I get it. It is something that is going to stick with you, and man, I love it.
Beans are very good for diabetics also.
Yeah, potatoes are not.
Potatoes, not so much. Wow. Vicky and Dahlia said, hi, Desi. K62 is in the house.
All right.
Hello, guys.
So for our,
Trish King said, I didn't realize making my own refried beans would be so easy.
oh yeah, definitely. So make your a pot of beans, get you some lard or butter or some sort of fat. You can use whatever. Normally we use lard, and heat up the skillet with the lard and then just dump it in, mash it up, then let it reduce down.
Beth, B&S Odyssey is in the house.
And the best part about that is you can make them as runny or as dry as you want.
Beth says it's a multi-masher.
It's a multi-masher. I agree, Beth. Absolutely. All right. So I did one package of cream cheese softened.
Auntie Megan says, morning, Niecy.
Morning, Auntie.
And then a 16-ounce of sour cream.
Shiloh says, James, I like that brand. I try to stick with La Preferia refried beans, or how it's spelled, laugh out loud. Dot says, hi, Desi. Jovita says, I love rice and beans. It's my go-to. Absolutely.
Me too. Rice. Oh, you make rice anyway. You could poison me on rice. I am
Vicky
not
says,
kidding.
how's your mama, Rachel? I miss seeing her on here with you guys.
Mama's doing okay. Sissy's not doing so well. So it's pretty rough on Mama. Like 2 years ago in August, we lost my dad to cancer. And so my mom was there through all of that. And so now she's there with my sister. And so it's kind of like deja vu, and it's taken a toll on my mama, but she's still, she's still her happy, ornery self when we talk to her. We can usually get her to, laughing pretty hard, or her making us laugh. We miss her like crazy. She is exactly where she needs to be, and so it's my sister is on hospice, so she's dealing with a whole lot there.
Yes.
But thank you for asking.
Absolutely. James says carnitas with rice and beans, all-time favorite.
Carnitas with
Trish
rice
says, do the mash. Do the ranch bean mash.
the ranch bean mash.
Miss Country Girl Fishing says, growing up, I thought it was a berry masher. We had a potato ricer.
There you go. We have a ricer. With the stand and all. Yeah.
Jovita says, James, whenever you're in Riviera, stop by and get a carnitas taco. That's awesome.
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. says, hello, Desi.
Hello.
I always forget it's so humid.
Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. says, sorry, gotta go. Have a good day.
Good day, guys. Thank you
James-
for being here.
Absolutely, Jovita. Prayers, Elaine says, prayers and love to Mama.
Thank you so much. She will appreciate that. Ooh, that's a
Yes.
lot.
Vicky says, I lost my brother almost 2 years ago from cancer.
I'm so sorry. So sorry. It's such
Jovita
a hard.
says, James, maybe I will be working. Kathleen Sasser says, prayers for your mama. I went through that with my husband. Prayers for you all.
Oh.
Monica says, I was raised on a farm. I want to go back to the farm life because these processed foods are not good to nobody. I wish money to have a big farm to help everybody.
From your lips to God's ears,
Yes.
and may that come true for you.
And the Bible does tell you, you have not because you ask not. And trust me, if you put everything in a list that you want out of life, and you read it every day and start checking them off as they happen, everything will happen as long as you have faith in God.
That's it. Amen. All right. So, softened cream cheese, sour cream, and then just a taco seasoning mix. Oh, I forgot I unplugged that.
James says, I would hate to come in and you not be there. Still good tacos. Misplaced Country Girl says, that's not a potato ricer. We'll do a short and show you what they look like. Awesome.
Cool. I'm gonna have to come over here to mix
James
this.
has lost 2 grandmothers to breast cancer.
I forgot I
Monica
had
says
unplugged that.
amen. Trish says amen.
All right, first, let me show you guys what I'm talking about with the beans. All right, see how that's boiling really good? You got this kind of crust on top. At this point, you do want to stir it because you don't want your beans to stick to the bottom. Make sure you get the sides. Right. And then we're going to turn it down. You do want to keep an eye on this because if your beans stick to the bottom, they can scorch. Oop. And this thing will start popping out the juice, and then you've got a big mess.
Yes. Julie says, my neighbor cut my grass, so I am making lasagna for them.
Oh,
And a
that's
batch
awesome.
from my freezer. Such giving neighbors, I am blessed.
Yes, that is so. And you are awesome.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, Country Girl says, I share a lot of stuff out of my garden. Yes. Dahlia says, amen. I prayed for a new house for 38 years, and recently God blessed us with a new home.
That is awesome.
Elaine says, Julie, you are so kind. That is so on. Monica said, that's sweet and awesome, Julia. Or Julie.
All right, so here we go. It's trying to get it in the camera shot, but I like to add the cream cheese to the sour cream layer because it makes it a little bit thicker and heartier. I don't know if that's really, but yeah, it does.
We have 82 people in the kitchen this morning.
Good morning, you guys. So exciting. We love having people in our kitchen in person or in our live. So always exciting to see you all.
Okay, you're making me hungry.
Guys.
Too bad. You gotta wait.
Dad's like, if I have to wait, you have to wait. All
So
right.
much.
All right. So here we go.
Rhonda Dodson says, show us how to make tamales. We have a video on tamales on this channel
Both channels. Yep.
and on Robertson's Belly Acres. If you scroll back in the comments, it's been a while, but Jovita did share that link to the video on this channel.
All right. So looky here. You've got this pretty color where all of the taco seasonings are in there. So I just did garlic, cumin, and chili powder. So
Dahlia says, Rachel, you're making lots of food. Are you sharing?
yes, we are actually taking this to a party tonight. It is a 4th of July / birthday party. One of our, or some of our friends put it on every year. And so we're making a 7-layer dip here. Let me stir my beans. Probably should show you guys just so you can kind of see the process as it, see how it's rendering down. Just getting a little bit thicker.
Monica says, I was going to suggest to make a cookbook, but I have hands and I know how to write, and I can watch your videos and make my own cookbook.
Amen. So our oldest daughter, she'll constantly be like, Mom, I need your recipe for blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I have a video on that. Mom. And I'm like, what? It's so crazy. Wouldn't it be great if your mom had a cooking channel and you could just go watch? She's like, no, because then I have to listen to what you're saying and I have to write it down.
You can just text it to
You
me.
can just text it to me, Mom.
She's nicer than I am because she texted it to her.
Mom. Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Julie says, tamales is an all-day process.
It is, and it's honestly, if you're doing it by yourself, it can turn into a 2-day process. But if you have a lot of people to help you out.
Dahlia says, wow, awesome. James Hall says, recipe? What's that?
Right. I try my best. I have been putting recipes on, in the descriptions. I have started doing that, and I'm usually just guesstimating. I do want to start proofing the recipes, and Russ and I have really talked about possibly putting out a cookbook.
Yes.
Just because there are so many things that I do want to pass down to my kids and grandkids and things. So,
and there have been recipes shared with us that we have tested and proofed, and we can include some of those as well.
yes.
Monica says, I am 53 years old. I will be your adopted daughter, even though I could be older than you. I don't know.
Come on, come on. I know that I saw on TikTok or something where you can put a plate on top of another, put these on a plate and put another plate, and then you cut them all in half all at the same time. I don't know that I'm talented enough to do that. So I'm just going to do this. It's one little pint. I can just do this old school.
James says, recipe means that you're stuck following directions.
So all of my food, well, any food really, but all of my food is very, what is it called? Like, suggested. Like,
Measures, yes.
so you can make it your own. Like, the only thing that I'm very precise on is baking, just because that's a whole science, right? You have to have a good ratio of liquid to dry, or the right fat and rising elements. So that I do follow recipes on, and I do try to make sure that I'm putting recipes out there on the baking. So.
Beth says, oh, kids these days.
Yeah, I know, Mom.
Country Girls, it's hard to believe I will be 55 in September.
55. I can't drive. 55. So you know that song.
Monica says, I don't need measurements. I just need the ingredients. I can figure the rest out on my own.
Amen. That's it.
Rachel.
Yeah. It's just, let's just to taste. That's what I'm always like, just to taste. And then people that never made it say, I don't know what it's supposed to taste like.
James says, yes, baking requires direction.
Yes.
Julie Highstand says, my tamales are a 2-day deal. I cook the meat and do all the prep the day before, but I'm not too fast making them, and if I'm making them, a bunch is going in the freezer. Right. Trish says, just throw it all together till it looks and tastes right. That's what I was taught.
That's it.
Vicky says, I have to say, myself, I want to adopt you guys too.
Aw.
James says, I'll be 58 in December. Awesome.
Awesome, awesome.
Country Girl says, most of my recipes are to taste unless it's canning or baking. That's very true.
I'm going to keep this. All right. So, here you go. Oh, I didn't warn y'all. I'm so sorry. So, see how this is? It's calmed down a lot. I'm going to go ahead and turn up the temperature a little bit because I do need it to render down a little faster than it's rendering right now. Like I said, I did not want to take the juice out of there because I wanted it to, I wanted all that flavor. I do take the stuff from the sides. That's what makes it very pasty. Plus, you don't want it to burn onto your skillet. So I do take all of that as long as it's not burnt.
Trish says, I'm old enough to be your mom.
Yeah. Who is counting anyway, right?
That's right. Country Girl says, it is how my grandma taught me. Just taste it, cook it till it tastes right.
That's right. That's how we learned how to cook. And my mom was never very patient in the kitchen. She wasn't like here, let me show you how to do this. She was so busy all the time that she was like, I'm going to show you how to do it. Now do it and do it right. And so that's just the way she was. Now she's more, I can call her and ask her. But, you know, when we were all little, she was a very, very busy lady. My parents worked in the fields. And so my mom would get up really early and make lunch for the entire family, sometimes even other people. And then she would work all day in the fields, and then she'd get home and she'd bathe children and cook, and she didn't have time to be, somebody that's like, okay, now you do this, and now you add that. She was more like, by the time we got old enough to help, it's like, you need to get in here and help. You've watched me do it a million times, so just do it. I get a lot of that from my mama.
Julie says, my 69th birthday is next month. You all don't know old yet. Trish says, Rachel is the same age as my son.
Oh, I will be, how old am I going to be in August?
28.
I'm going to be 46. Am I going to be 46 or am I going to be 47?
46.
I'm going to be 46 in August. I can't remember. I don't know. Like, wait a minute. I feel like I'm always a year older. Like, once I start getting close to that age, I'm kind of like the kids. Oh, yeah, I'm 46. And then by the time my birthday gets here, I'm like, am I 46?
Yeah,
I'm
I was
going to be
51
46.
for 2 years.
Yeah. Were you?
Yeah.
I'm going to be 46.
She had to go get her calculator.
She's like, oh, wait. Yeah. Well, that's okay, as long as we know, right?
James says, yeah, I know. Mom didn't really have recipes.
Right.
Cindy Ellis says, I cheat on salsa. I've started using the fire-roasted tomatoes. I just add a little lime juice, a little red onion, and a small jalapeno with the seeds. Hey, that works.
That works. Yep.
Elaine says, my oldest son of 3 turned 46 yesterday, Rachel.
Neat. I didn't buy any salsa, and I'm not going to make any salsa. I could make some pico. I could throw together some salsa real quick. Let me throw together some salsa real quick to go into this, right? Because we're waiting on the beans. So,
Trish says, my son will be 46 in October. Simply Southern says, I can't remember my age either. Who cares? That's right, Melanie. Age is nothing but a number.
Age is a number. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a chard.
James says, my son's 10 years younger than you. Julie says, my daughter is 48. I'm mom to all of you.
We
Vicky,
accept it.
Yes, Vicky says, I'll be 52 in October. I will be 52 in November. Elaine says, Melanie, laugh out loud. Kathleen Sasser says, Rachel, I'm
like,
75 years. I have to ask my daughter how old I am.
Listen.
I get it.
Here's the thing. Age has never meant anything to me. I don't know. I feel it now. Now I'm like, oh, you can tell I'm in my 40s, but it's not like,
Kim's
I don't
60.
know, I just never have really gave it much thought, I guess.
Cindy L says, I'm 66. My oldest daughter will be 43 this year, and my youngest child is just turned 38 in May. Wow.
Because the beans
That's
are taking
awesome.
so long, we're going to go ahead and make us a charred salsa real quick. So, all right, beans, right? Take longer.
That's right.
I got some rice cooking. No, wrong song.
Yeah.
We got some couple of these.
James says, the way I remember my mom's age is she's 19 years older than me.
19. Cool.
Gee, so how old was she when you were born?
25.
Yeah, right. Speaking of 25, Trish says, but I still feel 25 at heart.
Hey, man, me
Hey,
too.
that's all.
I
all that matters. You're only as old as you think you are.
I think I can hang out with the 20-year-olds till I hang out with the 20-year-olds, and then I remember real fast.
You gotta remember, they're just dumb.
That's our kids. Or not that our kids are dumb. I'm just saying, 20-year-olds. Wait a minute, you set me up, sucker.
Elaine says, charred salsa. Is that what you said?
Charred salsa.
Yes.
So I got my comal warming up, and I just slice everything. Oop, I need some garlic. All right, we're going to use this whole head of garlic because I have used every last clove in it. And I already wet my silicone peeler, so that won't work when it's wet. So I'm just going to old school it. All right. So that was stuck to my finger.
James says, I'm a flatbedder. I know that one. Right?
All right. So looky here. It's real. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's really starting to, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see. Let me get you guys up here closer. Sorry, guys. But see how that's just, that paste, it's just getting pasty and
Beth
beautiful.
says, my body disagrees with that statement.
Amen.
I understand, Beth. I get it.
When you're making refried beans from like a pot of beans, obviously you wouldn't put so much juice in it, so it wouldn't take quite as long to render down. But because I did put it in from a can, it is taking a little bit longer. You want to make sure that nothing's sticking to the bottom there. Because there's nothing worse than scorched beans, you guys. That smell will stay forever. I'm like, It's kind of like burnt ramen in the microwave. You know, when your son says, I forgot to put the water in it. You know, that's
that smell
true
never
story.
comes out of your microwave.
Yeah, true story. Oh, kind of like burnt popcorn too. Comal is hot. So, we'll go.
Did you put them cut side down or skin side down?
Both. So we're going to start with the cut side on those. Down on the tomatoes, you don't want to, you can put it skin side down, but start with the peel side down because it will release all the juice.
Ruby McGilchrist says, I will be 78 in November. My oldest will turn 60 in August.
Wow. That's
and still
awesome.
keeping up with times and hanging out on the tube.
I'm telling you, that's awesome.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to move you guys over here
Country
So I
Girl
can
says
grab
she will
some.
never grow up.
Never grow up.
Amy says, better get to getting ready. Our niece is getting married today.
Oh,
Have to be ready
yay!
before Chris gets home. I'm dragging, laugh out loud, looking at all this yummy food.
Absolutely. Yeah, our cooking lives take longer. So I used to stress a lot, like, oh, I gotta get it done in an hour, but there's just no possible way.
Right. Elaine says, bless you, Ruby. Sean says, I like flatbeds. The ones that stand up are hard to sleep on.
Well, then there's that.
Melanie, Simply Southern says, that's a large Kamal. Ours lives on the stove, but it's smaller.
Ours lives on the stove too, but guess what? We were down visiting my sister, so we were really close to you. And I went to HEB and found that. So it's at HEB in Kingsville. Kingsville?
Yep.
Yeah. I found that Komala and I was so
we were
excited.
at HEB in Corpus.
Okay.
Doesn't
Somewhere.
matter. It's HEB.
Yes. So yes, check it out because it's
Check it out.
So my original one is this one. So it's a bit smaller, but now I can make a lot bigger tortillas. Ooh, you guys, if you've ever been in a house where they're charring peppers.
Melanie says, HEB rocks.
I know. I am so impressed with that place. Sorry, guys. We might we may start choking up.
Do I need to turn that fan? We're not talking about you, sucker fish.
Well, you're not over here over it, babe.
Bye, Amy. Have a good day.
Bye, Amy.
James says, perfect for pancakes.
Yeah, absolutely. I need this.
Oh, pancakes. What are you needing, baby?
I got it. My extension cord.
Oh.
It got unplugged because I plugged something else in back there.
Help you.
You got to be careful though, because. Okay. Hold on. All right. Whew. My peppers are popping.
Drop it. Yeah. There we go.
All right. Be careful. All right. Woo!
Dun, dun, dun,
That was a double. All right. So, I'm going to move you guys back
don't
over.
trip over this.
All
I'm
right.
going to plug you in.
Okay. All right. So,
Sean would laugh at you if you fell.
I mean, no, it's Kelly. She said she laughs inappropriately if something happens. Sorry. I think these jalapenos are going to be a bit spicy.
I like it.
Oh, look at that. Getting a pretty char on those.
Julie says, I was always 29 until the reality of bad health hit 10 years ago.
Right. Plenty nine is what my ex-mother-in-law used to say. How old are you? She's like, plenty nine.
Elaine says, James, that's what I used mine for. She has a Kamal she uses for pancakes.
Nice.
Neil says, we sleep on an adjustable bed, but I work on a flat bed.
So check this out. Beautiful. This is exactly the consistency that I want. I know it's a little bit runnier than, you know, like a canned refried beans. I mean, technically this is canned refried beans.
Neil says, we sleep on an adjustable bed, but I work on a flat bed.
All right. So
Sean says, we can't see.
Sorry. Can you see?
No.
Oh.
When we were trying to get the extension cord. James says, I'm surprised that you didn't just throw them on the burner, honestly.
The grates are kind of wide on this one. And so everything falls through. And so I'm constantly trying to reach in between to grab them. So otherwise I would. It's just my grates are too.
Michelle says,
wide.
bye.
Bye.
I thought she left earlier, but she was lurking.
She was lurking. All right, so let's look at these.
James says, perfect for dip. Yes.
All right. Let's get a little more char on these. Getting that char on those onions just really brings that flavor out. I don't know what I did with my fork. There we go. Look at that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn these over. All right.
James says, shame on them grapes for being too big.
I know, right? All right. So let's start putting this together.
Together. Hey, just so you know, these tomatoes are very sweet.
Are they? Did you try one?
I had to try one while ago.
Absolutely.
That's the reason I was choking.
Oh, I thought you were choking on the
Oh, no, the peppers aren't bothering me at all.
peppers.
I bit into it, and it's super juicy and sweet.
All right, we're going to make a charred salsa really quickly. And then we'll be ready to start putting this together. We're almost done, you guys. We're on the home stretch now.
Whoop, whoop.
Let me cut these limes real quick.
72 people in the chat.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. You guys are awesome.
77 people in the chat.
Oh.
60 thumbs up. You guys are amazing.
Yes, absolutely. You guys are awesome. We appreciate every single one of you.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, let me grab those off the... Oh, actually, I can just take this over there. Why dirty another bowl, right?
Why not? Desi's got to do the dishes.
Desi does the dishes. That's her little chore there. It's so nice to have a teenager in the house, let me tell you. All right,
Yeah,
so
James. James says, did Rusty just snitch on himself? Yeah, I had to. I mean,
he knew I counted them now. Playing.
she'd be like, oh, there's an odd number here. Who ate half of one?
Yeah.
I did.
Shiloh says, yummy. Can't wait to see the finished presentation.
All right.
Sean says, be over in a few minutes when it's done.
Absolutely. Sean, we're actually going to be
We're going to be in your neighborhood.
in your neighborhood this evening. We got invited to Michelle's party. Well, Michelle and Homer's party. I keep saying Michelle and Homer. It was Homer's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to Homer.
Happy birthday, Omar.
Happy birthday, Omar. All right.
Just in case Michelle's still lurking.
I want to show you guys something. I've been meaning to do a video, but look at this. They are chef, like, I don't know what, they're not called tweezers, but it is so cool. My brother bought me a whole set of these tongs, Rusty. And they're so cool. They're great to, like, turn bacon with and to kind of grab. I forgot about them, but yeah, I need to do a video on those. Those are awesome. All right, so I've got this here. I don't know that my tomato will be enough to give me a good...
Elaine says,
Is this
we love
right
and
side?
appreciate you all too. You got to have the lid on it.
I'm just trying to see if that's right on the... I was turning the power on. You were freaking out.
No, I know that it won't work without the lid. That's the reason I was like,
All right, so
And I think
I charred
yes.
those. I'm going to do a heaping teaspoon of chicken bouillon. And I've got 2 limes here. They're small limes, so that's why I'm doing 2.
Elaine says they look like giant tweezers. Yes.
Yes, it's so cool. And there's all different sizes. Makes it so awesome. They're really used for plating, like to plate, like fancy plating. But he picked them up and he started using them. He was telling me about it. And I was like, that's so cool. So he bought me some. And I was like, I'm going to put that on my cooking channel. And then I haven't really been cooking, you guys, to be real honest. We've been eating a lot of sandwiches. It's so hot.
Yes.
So, all right.
James says, no peeling necessary.
No peeling necessary. Nope. Let me think about this. I always have myself so confused. Okay.
The arrow goes towards the handle.
Towards the handle. Okay. All right. It's going to get loud. Turn it down. Ready?
Megan says, if you flip your lines the other way, they will juice all the way.
No. All right. This may be really spicy.
Dahlia says, I love making salsa too, but I don't have a blender, so I
Oof.
use a chopper or my molcajete.
Ooh. Woo!
So what you're saying is I'm going to like this one?
I'm probably going to have to put another tomato, which I'm going to have to put a yellow tomato in it. It's so good. I think mixed with everything else, it won't be too spicy. That's got some spice. Mm.
That's good.
Do I need more tomato?
I don't think so, because once you pair it with everything else, when you get the guacamole and the cream cheese and sour cream.
Oh, it tastes so good.
Chip.
I wish you guys could taste it. It's just wow. I love chard.
Country Girl says, I only peel if I am going to can the salsa.
Yes, and putting it in the food processor, especially a Ninja, you don't have to peel. So that's why you char it. You char it on the outside, and then, yeah, it's good. You guys, look at that. There's not very much there, but I don't need that much.
Julie asked Megan, so the blossom end to the stem end? So you want to...
So I put them this way. Shoot like down like this. Are you saying do it like this? Because if I do it this way, all the juice is coming out and pulp is coming out the bottom there. I don't know. I don't know.
Dahlia says, just watching you already, I'm sweating.
Oh man, that's so good. Okay.
Country Girl says, I make mine chunky, laugh out loud.
Yes, and less time, like when you either chop, hand chop, or less time in the food process.
James says, the Mexican cooks where I worked peeled the tomatoes and peppers.
Yes, you can. Oh, I don't know about the peppers, but you can peel the. Oh, if you're gonna put like Anaheim or what are they called? Not the anchos. If you're gonna do that, no, like not dried. But if you're gonna do like poblanos or green peppers, like the Anaheim, then yes, you char them. Then you put them in a sleeve. You put them in a plastic bag and you let them sweat, and then you peel them. You definitely want to peel those because the peel on those is so much. I don't know if it's really thicker, but it stays around. It's like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yes, you do want to peel those kinds.
Yeah. He says, of course they put them on the charbroiler.
Right.
Country Girl says, I am weird. I like hand chopping.
Yes, hand chopping is good too.
Megan says, oh, mine has a tray that catches it, and then I pour juice in.
Oh, okay. So it's
James
a little bit
says,
different.
Tough? Question mark?
Yes, tough. Thank you, James. Listen, English is my first language, but sometimes it comes hard. Okay. I'm going to need your help.
Absolutely. What am I
So
doing?
we're going to dump these beans. I don't know that we're going to dump them all because it looks like there's, I don't want to get it too thick. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, it'll all fit. It's
Okay.
good. This pan is so heavy that, you know, I can't just hold it with one hand.
Okay, I think that's all of it, isn't it?
Okay.
There you go.
All right, so we're going to start putting this together.
Shoot, that was hard work.
Right?
I'm going to have to sit down and eat something.
We start with the beans. Where did my spatula go?
Neil says, I drive through Chunky, Mississippi on I-20 sometimes.
Chunky, Mississippi. Oh, there's my spatula.
James says, as Jason from White Rock says, words are hard.
That's it. They
They
are
are.
super hard. All right. So next, we go with our
Neil says, yup, words are hard.
hamburger and sausage. Spread. Oh, I made a promise.
I thought she forgot me.
We're going to go with beans on the bottom.
Monica says, the cast iron are not feathers.
Right. Amen to that. All right. So hamburger on top of that. I think I have way more hamburger than I need, but
Oh, isn't that a shame?
no, we may
Ain't that a shame?
have to make some burritos here in a minute. Wouldn't
Kim
that
says,
be awful?
poor Rusty.
Poor Rusty, he's so abused. Can't you guys tell by his
My girlish figure.
demeanor how abused he is?
Monica says, you don't need to buy weights. Just buy some cast iron.
Right, exactly. Okay, I'm just gonna pour it all in there. It's fine. All right.
James says, I put cream cheese on the bottom.
Yep, you can layer it however you want to layer it.
That's the awesome part about it. You layer it in there however you want.
Yes. Let's see. While you're eating it, you kind of don't know usually how it's going down, right?
That's right.
All right.
It's all going to the
Then-
same spot.
We're going to go with this cream cheese, sour cream.
The country girl says, extra meaty. Yes.
Yes. Oh. Listen, I keep almost forgetting. All right. Spread that like a cake.
Now, it doesn't have to be perfect and it doesn't have to be completely smooth because it's going to be covered up anyway.
It's going to be covered right up.
Shiloh says, laugh out loud. Yep, because once it's scooped out into your plate, it take on a whole new look. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yes,
I almost-
Neil. Neil says, do we hear Des giggling in the background? Yes, you do. She's over here lurking.
She's
You
lurking.
can see her legs over here in the chair. And James says, I hear Desi laughing in the background.
Yeah. All right.
Megan says, wait, when did we make cream cheese sour cream? What is the ratio?
A block of cream cheese, 16 ounces of sour cream, and then taco seasoning. So I just added garlic, cumin, and chili powder. But you can also buy the taco seasoning packet and mix that in.
That's one of the first things she mixed up today, Megan.
I don't know if that was.
You was busy.
Yes, she's at work.
Yeah,
So.
that's what I say. She was busy.
All
Sean
right.
says, hello, Desi.
Hello, Sean.
Next,
James
we're going to
says,
go
"Sounds good.
with salsa.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And this is going to be a really thin layer of salsa, but I probably should have put this on underneath the cheese, but I didn't.
James says, sounds good.
Oh, I keep throwing my spatulas in here.
Why do you throw your spatulas in there?
I don't know. I guess because I have them full of stuff.
Katrina Hall is in the house. Says, hello from a very wet Ohio.
Hello. Oh, yes. I was watching stuff on the floods and things this morning.
Mm.
Oh, you guys, bless your heart. We are praying for.
Monica says,
Everyone.
some people believe that if you put another meat sauce that's not hamburger, Mexican meals are not the same, but some people cannot eat beef.
Yeah, so this is actually a mixture of hamburger and sausage. Excuse me. But you can absolutely take ground chicken or ground pork and add the taco seasoning. And, I mean,
Yeah.
to each their own.
Kim says, my mouth is watering.
All right.
James says, doesn't have to be a thick layer. And Dahlia says, my mouth is watering.
Oh, man, mine too, you guys.
Monica says, drooling, I'm getting hungry.
So I make my guac very chunky. That's one of the things that, people really, a lot of people like. They don't like the mushy. Some people like the mushy, and that's okay too. But because I make it chunky, it'll be more of a drop it on and
Yes.
spread it out.
Neil says, we've been in a drought here, but it's cloudy. We're hoping.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Yes. James says, I usually make a meal out of that.
Yeah, us too. we can eat just.
Kim, you have to step back.
Uh-oh, are you fighting with somebody other than Trish?
Yeah, she says, I will take Rusty's.
Trish usually challenges him.
Trish says, I prefer chunky guacamole. Yes.
Me too.
Shiloh says, laugh out loud. This isn't good. I'm watching this. And Rob walked in with 2 chocolate cream pies for Emily's birthday. Laugh out loud. I need restraint and patience.
Jesus, take the wheel. What does Desi say? Jesus, take the wheel.
Monica says, I'm not picky. Chunky or cream in either way. I love avocados.
Avocados. You know what? I did not. I did not cut the cheese. I need to cut that. I need to. Will you grab the mozzarella? It's in the block. Yes.
A block of cheese.
A block of cheese.
Grab a block, you broke.
All right. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Let's get Rusty's over here. I say Rusty's. He has to share this. We all have to try that.
Look at that.
Are you okay?
Went to reach in and jam my thumb right in the door.
I'm so sorry.
Stupid refrigerator.
Sorry, I'm still coughing over those charred.
Dahlia says, now serve me some with chips.
Amen. I got 2 big old bags of chips up there.
James says, mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Neil says, there's a tropical storm headed into the Gulf.
Oh, goodness.
I
Another
hope
one.
you guys get some rain out of that, Neil.
Yeah, we need rain here, too. I mean, I say that. We got 2 inches the other night. Slept through a whole storm. Didn't
We
have
slept
a
through
clue.
the whole storm. I mean, not saying the wind blew hard, but it cleaned the porch and took out a tree.
All right, so here's where it's going to get creative, okay? It's not exactly what I saw.
Monica says, I'll cut the cheese. I'll still be a lady afterwards. Elaine says, how's your finger cut, Rusty? It's doing great. Elaine, thank you for asking. I am back at it. Read that again, Rusty.
Read that again.
James says, oh, mozzarella. Not mozzarella, mozzarella.
Mozzarella. Okay, I don't have a star cookie cutter, but I have this little core. Everybody's going to get the gist, right? So I'm going to, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to cut out little, they just look like circles.
Just do several of them and then you can push them all out at once.
You're so smart. You're so smart. I wanted stars, but I may be able to turn
Sean
these into
says,
stars.
do you put your chips through the stove?
Oh, to warm them up. Yeah, like if we were doing this at home, like we were going to eat at home, just to kind of warm them up in the oven. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about when I'm making chips? When I make chips, I deep fry them.
Neil says, I'm glad we just ate breakfast or we would be starving.
I know, right? I think I'm getting shaky. All right. I wonder if I can make these into stars. I think that'd take too long.
I think that would take a while.
Okay, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Okay, so let's do this. It goes white, red, flag, white, red.
White, red.
Is it red, white, red?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, somebody. Desi, you have a phone. Google.
I'm looking right now. I'm ahead of Desi already.
Oh, okay. Never mind, Desi.
Yeah, it's red, white. Starts out red and ends red.
Okay. Where did my little one go? Starts out red, ends red.
Yep. And James says red,
I don't
white. Ray Metcalf is in the house. Says my prayers were answered. You guys are back in the kitchen. Good to see you.
No, I'm so excited. Yeah, this is going to take way too long to turn these into stars. Okay, so we're not going to do that. Okay, so
Oh,
now,
no, I'm just going to eat that.
first, I wanted blue chips for this part of it,
Blue da ba dee.
but I couldn't find any, so we're just going to use black olives. So only one little corner is going to have black olives, which is okay because not everybody likes black olives.
Heather says red, white, red, like a Canadian flag.
Okay, here we go.
Monica says, look at your shirt, Rachel.
You know, Google it.
James says,
We
yes.
can't do anything without Google. Okay.
Shiloh says, love me some black olives.
Me too. I will fight somebody for black olives. Whew, I love black olives.
I'll eat them if they're on something like that or cooked on a pizza. Just to eat black olives, I can't do it. Now, you give me some green olives, I'm going to chow down.
Should I go this way or this way? Probably this way, huh?
Yeah.
Because then they're more red. I don't have enough to do, so we're gonna make
Thick white stripes.
Yeah.
Elaine says, I love them too.
Mm-hmm. I wish. I
Neil
need
loves
to-
green and black olives.
Is it red underneath the blue?
Yep.
You're like, yeah, just do it. It's not going to be perfect because I'm not going to have enough to do 13 stripes, but I also don't have stars. So, oh. I forgot. Okay.
Mm.
But you don't like black olives anyway.
In that stuff I do. Elaine says, can't type. Monica says, black olives are heavenly. Sour green olives.
I don't like the green olives, and Rusty likes the green olives, so I'm not going to be able to do 13 stripes, guys, but everybody's going to get what I'm doing.
Shiloh
Right?
says, laugh out loud. Oh, Rob and I can sit down and snack on both black and green.
Ends in red, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're rewriting history. There's only 9 colonies. This was before.
That wasn't nice at all.
What?
Shiloh says, ha ha ha. Oops, Rusty almost got skipped again.
Okay.
Monica says, raise your hand if you love autocorrect.
Right.
And James says, yes.
There's circles. I don't have stars. It's okay.
Neil says, I love
Life will
love
go
black
on.
olives on pizza and in salads. Yes, Neil.
And there's not 50 of them. So
That's okay.
that's all right. We get the gist. Ah!
Dahlia says, as a kid, I used to eat jars of green olives. That is awesome, baby.
Hey, thanks. Let's see. What do you guys think? Is it patriotic? Is it 4th of July?
No.
All right. So I'm going to put a lid on this.
Oh,
And-
sure, Michelle. Now you say something.
What?
I have blue corn chips.
Oh, I couldn't find any. I was so sad. All right. So here
Sean
we go.
says amazing. Melanie says beautiful. Shiloh says it still turned out cute and patriotic. Rachel.
Thank you.
Kim says yum. Dahlia says beautiful. Rachel. Elaine says beautiful and looks yummy. Justin Hill says I just got them. James says meat lovers pizza with mushrooms and black olives. Yes. Country girl says went and got some black olives.
Meat lovers pizza with what?
With mushrooms and black olives.
What, guys, I was complaining that these things are so expensive anymore, but it came with a carrier, and I didn't even know that, so now I feel bad for saying it.
Heather Hopper says it's definitely American-ish.
American-ish. Can you help me out?
Absolutely.
I just see how it's starting to bow because it's very, 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 very heavy. Okay, look at that. Now when you carry it,
Have handles.
you don't have to worry about it leaking and
Kathleen says awesome. Megan says love it. Monica
right.
says gorgeous. Everybody dive in. Laugh out loud.
yes. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna mix this up. I know it's supposed to be layers, but
Karen
Everybody
says
wants a bite.
it's so patriotic.
Right,
I
Cassie?
stood up and put my
Yes.
hand over my heart.
look at you.
James making me hungry. Yes.
Okay, we can't end it without you guys torturing you guys with us trying it, right? Right.
Shiloh's, oh, neat. Never seen them with a carrier.
I know. I was so excited.
Karen Lackey says, beautiful, Rachel.
Oh, thank you. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Do you want me to just shovel it on, or are you
Melanie
just going
says,
to dip it?
torture us.
Torture.
Facial wow.
Shovel yours on. Here you go. Make sure you get every element here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at that chip, you guys. Look at that. That you're going to probably want to, catch.
Torture us. Melanie says, Dahlia says, yeah, now there's the chips.
Yes.
Kim says, Desi sure perked up.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
she did. She's like half asleep over here, food.
Carolyn Miller says, that looks so good.
All right. Hold on. We're going to try it, and then we're going to want to eat it, Michelle. If it does not make it,
It's your fault.
I'm so sorry. Trade me, because that one, look at that. That is loaded. Okay, ready? Salut. Yeah. I told Desi, you're going to want to catch it, and then I dropped it.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make it.
I'm going to take this off, so then that way
James Hall
I'm not
says,
eating your ear.
boo. Dahlia says, dang, my mouth is watering. Trish Keen says, that's mine, Rusty. Too bad my mouth's closer, Trish. Michelle says, I may have to come by.
Come on, Michelle.
Megan says, I love how Desi eats everything now.
Oh,
Yes.
Desi is, there is no picky at all. All right,
We have to
you guys.
pull the deal out.
Okay, there we go. 81 people still in here. Oh my goodness. And we have been on for 106 minutes. Goodness. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are awesome. We love having people in our kitchen. During the summer, it's hard to do the cooking live just because we've got so many other things going on. But every now and then, it's good to get back in here and do something great.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you guys like this recipe. It's 7-layer dip. Make it your own. Put whatever you want in it. Layer it however you want. Do whatever you want. It's dip.
Yes.
So anyway,
Julie says, I'm headed to the store for ingredients to make that. Gorgeous. Shiloh
Yay.
says, going to have some 7-layer dip now for Thursday.
right.
Dahlia
Yes.
says, love you guys later. Simply Southern says, enjoyed it. Have a great day. James says, battery now at 35%, but loved it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys. And we'll see you guys next week. I don't know if we'll be at a market or if we'll be back in the kitchen next week. I'm not real sure how that's what our rotation is right now, but we'll see you next week anyway on Saturday Morning Live. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love y'all. Thanks. Oh, if I can get to the end. Hold on.